Hi, it's been a while since I posted a video, and I have a new project now. It's a tractor since I never had one, and I think this will complete my collection hopefully. And this is the Mercedes model. It was on sale for like 320 bucks, and I think I couldn't find a better deal for a tractor. And it is an older model. I think this one been out for like almost probably close to a decade or maybe a little bit less. But Tamiya, they never really changed the design. The transmission is still the same compared to newer models, but the lights are just a little different. They're not like the light bar. They're just like the individual lights, which I bought some upgrades for it to have LEDs that are one piece with five bulbs to reduce some of the wiring I have to do. And the reason I bought this tractor was I I had a recent gunshot injury where I dropped my gun when I was unloading it. I pretty much took out from a holster, put it on my shelf. It was around waist height, so around like 3 feet at most. And it was on top of cloth, and somehow it slid down. I guess it was like, and something was underneath the cloth, and then it was at an angle, and it slid down from like 3 feet or less, and hit the back of the slide, and the fire shot through my leg. The bullet went through, and there was a lot of blood because it hit my artery, and I was able to pluck the hole with my thumb, and then grab something to tie up my leg, like a tourniquet, to stop some of the bleeding. Since the back wasn't bleeding, the front was, but I tied it up and it stopped some of the bleeding. And it was my hands were all bloody, so it was hard to call the emergency or use my phone since it was like touchscreen with my wet wet hands. But I was able to do it, and then they came like around 10 minutes, and a lot of cops showed up. It was almost like 10 cars, and then they show up first to make sure the gun is safe, and then I'm not trying to kill myself or things like that. And then the EMT came in to put a proper tourniquet on myself, and and then I had a surgery after that, because well, they were gonna release me, and then somehow my leg started bleeding again. I think because when some of the blood clot busted through or stopped working, so it was more blood came out. And they said, oh, it was actually one of the arteries that sheared from the bullet, so they have to do surgery to tie it up and then connect another one to down to my feet. And as you can see, now I have a brace, and to keep my foot from dropping and the muscle engaged. And I can't really move around, so which is why I'm in bed most of the time, or when I'm building this tractor, I have to lift my leg up with another step stool or something to prevent like the blood from rushing down, and then that will like cause more pain. And I mean, for the gun to fire, that there was a safety. It's the trigger safety, so it was actually the safety was on, but somehow I guess the force from dropping at 3 feet was enough to push the trigger safety, and then fire a shot through my leg, which I don't think is supposed to happen at that height, or even at a drop safe height. It's not like I'm dropping from like on top of a building or on the second floor. It's just like waist height, which is, I guess, it's common, but you shouldn't drop your gun anyway. I know it was my mistake, and it's like stupid thing to do, and I should have unloaded it before I put it on the shelf. But who would have thought that putting it on a shelf would like dropped on the floor? But you never know. I still have to have someone to check out the gun to see what's wrong with the trigger, and this project will keep me busy, and one of the main reason I bought it. And I bought also a flatbed that's like around 40 inches long, so enough to carry my nephews around. And I'll keep you guys posted when I start building this tractor. Thank you.